Hey, book lovers, what is up? Welcome. I am so excited because today we are announcing my brand new book. I've been teasing you this for the last couple of weeks, and I'm so excited to announce Mulan Dragon Shifter. I am so excited for this. This is a pretty big departure from my typical books because we've got dragons, we've got shifters, we've got a love triangle. This is all about testing out new things. I am trying out some new things, and I'm so excited to see how this is going to work with you guys. So today, we are going to be showing you the exclusive premiere of the Mulan Dragon Shifter book trailer. We will be introducing you to all of the main characters so you know who you're rooting for inside of this story. We're going to be showing you the blurb. We've just debuted the amazing cover right here, but we're going to take a closer look at it in a little bit. And we're going to let you know when this book is launching. So are you excited? I am so excited. And I'm glad that you are joining me here on Facebook.com/KMRobinsonBooks as we debut all of this information. If you're here, say hi and let me know how excited on a scale, dragon scale, of 1 to 10, just how excited you are for Mulan. And if you give me a bunch of 10s, I'll give you a bunch of extra bonuses. We're even going to take a look inside of the book, because the graphics in this are amazing. This is going to be available in ebook. It's available in ebook right now for pre-order. It will be in paperback and an exclusive special edition hardcover, which I'm going to tell you all about in just a few minutes. I'm so excited. Danielle is here and she is excited as well. Hey girl, excited. I am so thrilled for this. So are you guys ready? Do you want details on Mulan Dragon Shifter? All right, let's talk about it. The book comes out this March 10th. I'm excited for this one. It's only a few weeks away. This book was written in a grand total of 9 days from start to finish. You guys know I love doing my 9-day novels. It is a full-length novel. I'm very, very excited for this. It is standalone. So this is not a duology or a trilogy or a series. It is a standalone. You get a beginning and an end, and it comes out in March, just a couple weeks away. So excited for this one. Danielle is here. She's excited. It's a 10, of course. Of course, I'm so excited for this one. And I'm also quite proud of myself for keeping this a secret for as long as I have. You guys want to get your hands on a copy of Mulan Dragon Shifter? You can pre-order the ebook right now at mulaninfo.kmrobinsonbooks.com. And the paperback and the exclusive special edition over-the-top amazing hardcover will also be out on March 10th. We're just waiting for the printer to process the files and all those fun little things. We got to wait on those. But it will be available for pre-order just as soon as it goes through at the printer. Now, today I am wearing my Mulan necklace. You guys know I always design a special necklace or 6 for each of my books. This one is very Asian influenced. It's got that jade color because dragons are all different colors, and Mulan's color is actually jade. She's a jade dragon. But our love interest, because there's 2 of them, because it's a love triangle, also have their own unique colors, and there's so much more we're going to tell you about when we introduce the characters in just a minute. Danielle says, she told me about the hardcover. I can't wait to get my hands on it. I know. I'm so excited, and I'm going to show you some of the graphics in just a little bit. All right, let's dive in. Let's take a look at the blurb. So before we do anything else, I do want to show you guys what the blurb looks like, what it sounds like, and then we're going to take a look at the trailer. And then I'm going to introduce you to the characters and give you a look inside the book. So really excited about this one. Let me go ahead and pull up the blurb. And let me switch my frame, I guess, because that kind of covers it. Boom, beautiful. All right. There are no female dragon shifters in Yan Liu except Mulan and her family. Only the enemy province has women with scales, so when they attack the center as Mulan is dropping off her twin brother for his assignment with the army, she's forced to play the role of a non-existent brother after she shifts and rushes into the battle to protect her real twin. Together, they must lie to their commanding officer, Mulan's secret boyfriend, and the entire army to protect her from their wrath should they find out and consider her an enemy. But Mulan's special gift might be too great to keep her secret hidden for long. She may be the only one that can save the kingdom and return the Black Jade Blossom to the Emperor. Can Mulan survive the war, navigate 2 men vying for her attention, and keep her scales hidden long enough to return the province's life source to her people, or will dark, hidden forces destroy everything and cause her plans to burn hotter than her scale-melting dragon flames? So that is Mulan Dragon Shifter, guys. Oh, I'm so excited for this one. It has her twin brother. She plays a fake twin brother. She is a dragon shifter, so she's gonna be in her scales. She has a secret boyfriend who happens to be their commanding officer who does not know her secret. She happens to have a childhood love who does know her secret and could potentially throw her under the bus, but actually tries to save her from all of the evil, horrible people in the enemy army. And they all have to fight to get the Black Jade Blossom back from their enemy, Chen, and his army, because they have taken it, and it is the life source of their province. And if they don't get it back, everyone's going to die. So I'm so excited for this one. It's going to be so good. Before I say anything else, before I go any further, I want to show you this trailer. I'm so excited for this trailer. This is the debut. This is the debut of this trailer. Nobody has seen it before, and I'm really excited to bring it to you guys right now. Let me go ahead. I'm going to take this off my screen, and I'm going to put this baby up, and I will be right back. Okay, so that was the debut of the trailer for Mulan Dragon Shifter. This is going to be available on YouTube as soon as we get off air. Speaking of things that happen when we get off air, I'm also really excited because I have some tricks up my sleeve, you guys. This is going to be a good one because I have a little something in the form of a game where you can find out which character from Mulan Dragon Shifter you are. It's not available right this second if you're watching live because I didn't want to ruin the surprise on what Mulan Dragon Shifter was. So as soon as we get off air, this is actually going to go live on the Facebook page. I'm going to tell you more about it in just a minute. But first, we need to take a look inside of this book. So if you guys want to see what the inside, the interior of Mulan Dragon Shifter looks like and the exterior, give me a shout in the comments. I want to hear from you guys. And we're going to take a look at this. I do see that Danielle has said, wait, you've written other novels in 9 days. Yes, I have. The Revolution of Jack Frost was written in 9.5 days and was sent into my publisher with 6 errors within 2 weeks of them asking for me to write that book. I write really fast. It's a thing. So, yes. And you love the trailer. Oh, I'm so excited for that. That was a fun trailer to make. I kind of went with like the old school parchment paper, like moving thing, Asian Oriental-y vibe storytelling thing. I really love it. And you will be seeing more video loveliness from Mulan Dragon Shifter in the not too distant future. But right now, we need to take a look at the interior of this book and the exterior of this book. So let me go ahead and make this nice and big. And let me actually switch over my overlay so you can see that for real. There we go. So this is what Mulan Dragon Shifter looks like. This is the front cover. You cannot see the spine or the back cover, but it's actually a continuation of this image. So it's a whole wraparound. It's super, super pretty, and I'm really very excited for this one. Now, this is what the paperback will look like. This is also what the hardcover's dust jacket will look like. However, I mentioned to you that the hardcover is an exclusive special edition. So under the jacket will actually be printed right on the book an alternative cover. I'm so excited. So we've got our dust jacket, we've got our alt cover, and then we've got our glorious interior which may or may not have a title page that is a 2-page spread and happens to look like this. Ha! You guys, how gorgeous is that? This is actually depicting one of the scenes from the story because our dragons are at war. So we know that our characters are actually dragon shifters. And inside of Mulan's province, women cannot shift. Only the enemy dragons can shift from the other province. And so Mulan has kept this secret her entire life. She has not been able to tell people that she can shift. Her mother has kept it secret. She even has a little sister who has to keep it secret because there are no women shifters in Yan Liu. And so when Mulan goes to drop her brother off at the center to report for his assignment, unfortunately, there's an attack from the enemy army. And in order to protect her brother, her twin, she has to shift and race into the battle. Now, she does take out some dragons, and she saves her secret boyfriend, the commanding officer. And unfortunately, she has no way of hiding the fact that she has raced into this battle. And so when she shifts in secret in the trees, she is then forced to reveal herself as a woman who had no way of getting there, and her brother ends up lying for her, saying she was brought into the battle to protect her, and she's here to work, she'll help us out. And she then has to play the part of herself as a human and her non-existent brother's twin in dragon form. It's a thing. And so this is one of our war scenes, our fighting scenes inside of this story. And yes, there are a lot of fight scenes. There's a lot of swoony stuff in here because it is a love triangle. So double the kissing, guys. And we've got a lot of fight scenes as well. So maybe if you're a little bit on the squeamish side, might not quite be the one for you. But this also is not like super torturous. So you're okay. You're okay. Danielle says she's in love with this book. It's so amazing. Yay, thank you. Also, my covers are super pretty. Thank you, Danielle, for all of the shout outs. We love it. And so that is my gorgeous title page. I'm so excited for this particular title page because I just got access to doing cool things like this. It's really, really neat. And there are more gorgeous graphics inside of this book as well, like our chapter headers. I'm so excited for this one. It goes back to that trailer with those moving pieces and all of the Asian influences. I'm really very excited for this one. And this is not even it when it comes to graphics inside of this book. Now, I'm not showing you everything, but those are the main things that you will be seeing inside of the book, the chapter headers and that title page. But there's also some extra little bonus things around there that I'm really quite excited to share with you guys. If you are loving the interior graphics on Mulan Dragon Shifter, give me a shout out. I want to hear from you guys because I want to talk all about this book. Speaking of which, are you guys ready to meet my characters? I'm so excited for this one. We're going to talk all about the amazing characters inside of Mulan Dragon Shifter. You get to meet the love interest, you get to meet her family, you get to meet her friends, and maybe some other people as well. So here we go. Let's dive in. We are going to take a look at Mulan Dragon Shifter. Now, unfortunately, these are not in necessarily the most important order. We're just going to go from one side to the next. So we will start on the one right next to me. This is Zune, and Zune is Mulan's childhood friend. He kind of grew up with them. He traveled around a lot with his father, and he was head over heels in love with Mulan, and she was definitely crushing on this boy back in the day. She hasn't seen him in forever, so when he stumbles back into her life, sparks fly. Next to Zune, we do have Mulan, and she is my fierce leading lady dragon shifter boss babe. She has a twin brother, and in Yan Liu, in their province, women do not have scales. They are not able to shift. It's just not something that's genetically part of who they are. And so her mother came from what has turned into, did not start out as, but turned into an enemy province. And so her mother has the ability to shift, but not many people know that. And so her gift was passed along to both of her daughters, Mulan and the younger sister Ming. Unfortunately, Mulan is a twin, and her brother, Jinhai, did not receive the gifts he was supposed to. So he is a dragon, he can shift, but not nearly as well as everybody else. He doesn't have the strength, he doesn't have all the powers, and his gifts are not as strong as the other dragons in the community. And so Jinhai has been working all of his life to compensate for that and hide the fact that he doesn't have the strength that Mulan, unfortunately, took from him in the womb. And Mulan has to save her brother because when she sees him in battle and dragons are attacking him, she knows he doesn't have as much strength as everyone else. She shifts, runs into battle, and unfortunately is then stuck and drafted into the war. Now, next to Mulan is Kyung, and he is our other leading man. He is the commanding officer. He's the lieutenant general of the army. He's working under the general and the other generals within the army. He was injured before the story starts, and Mulan found him out in a field, managed to take him back to the hospital, and spent 2 months secretly nursing this boy back to health. And unfortunately, it is his time to go back to the army. Now, she knows he works in the army. She knows he is a commanding-ish officer, but she has no idea how much power he actually holds. And when she rushes into battle and saves him in dragon form, she then finds herself having to lie to him, hide her scales, and work with him as her commanding officer while trying to play that line between he's in charge, I need to be respectful, and I need to be subordinate to him, and I want to make out with him. So we've got the 3 love interests right here. Love, love, love it. I can't wait to see who you guys like more. I'm so excited. I have been beyond interested to see which of these leading men you guys are going to fall for. So once you start reading it, please let me know who you're loving on. I love the live DMs. So if you're reading it, you want to come yell at me for being mean to the babies, please come yell at me. Otherwise, come talk to me about all the swoony kissing scenes. Now, next to Kyung is Liling. She is very interesting. This girl, she was not supposed to be a part of this army. She, much like Mulan, well, Mulan's secret way of getting into the army, she was in the wrong place at the wrong time and ended up in the middle of the battle, and she was brought on so that they could protect her, and now she is working as their cook until they can get her back to somewhere safe. But Liling has some secrets, and Liling also has a really big crush on Mulan's brother, Jinhai. Right next to her is Jinhai. He is just this cinnamon roll of a boy. We love him. He wants to protect Mulan. He's all about taking care of his family. He's very respectful. And the boy has worked all of his life to overcompensate and to hide some of his flaws in that he is not as strong of a dragon. Now, he's a really good fighter in human form. He's like on top of his game. But as a dragon, he's not quite as strong. He can't fly quite as much. He can't do all the things everybody else can do. And so he has to overcompensate for it and compensate in other ways so that people do not figure out that he's weaker than them or that his sister potentially has powers as well. So when his sister ends up in the army, he is the one who comes up with the twin lie. So he came up with a secret twin who is named Lan. And Lan is one of those people who you don't see in human form because their father, the general, who still holds weight even though he was injured and retired, they claim that their father has been keeping this twin a secret their entire life to use as a tactical advantage for the military. And so we only see Lan in dragon form, which we know is actually Mulan. And she takes the form of the jade dragon, and she has to save them all. Fun times. Next to Kyung is Dayu, and she is something else. She was actually supposed to be a part of the army. She was the only female soldier there, and she's actually working under a general. They have kind of an understanding, and she is working as their medic, and this general likes to keep her fairly close. You're going to learn a little bit more about their connection later on in the book, and there's a lot going on with her. She's actually very good at fighting, and so she gathers up all the girls who were unfortunately roped into this battle, and she trains them to take care of themselves. But Mulan is fine because Mulan was actually raised to be a fighter, because in the Yan Liu, even though she doesn't have scales, she can fight. And so she has been trained, but Dayu is actually training Liling and Song, who we're going to meet in just a minute, to protect themselves when the enemy strikes. Now, next to her is Wei. Wei is really amazing. He's like the best friend to her brother. In fact, her brother has 2 friends. We're going to meet Ning in just a moment. And Wei is kind of the more level-headed of the 2. He's very, very good about keeping the group safe. He's very, very good about assessing situations. And he's very, very good about backing down when he knows he's wrong. He is more than willing to take on Mulan and loves to spar with her. And he does not hold back. He's very, very supportive of her. And I adore Wei. Next to Wei is Song. She is a quiet, meek little thing who was definitely not supposed to be a part of this army and cannot take care of herself and is terrified to be there. She is a charming little fashion-forward seamstress who is there to help sew up their uniforms and to fix things around the army and be supportive while she is there under their protection because she was accidentally in the wrong place at the wrong time. And next to her, we do have Ning. Ning is also Jin Hai's friend. He's a little bit more of a sarcastic, comical version of his other friends. He sometimes steps over the line. He does not back down. Then he does regret it when Mulan holds things against him. He's very, very loyal as is Wei to Jin Hai, but also by default to Mulan. And both of those boys are going to protect Mulan on Jin Hai's behalf if Jin Hai is not around. So there we go. We've got our main characters. There's a whole bunch more we're going to meet along the way. I'm really excited for you guys to see them. All the boys are dragon shifters. Mulan is a dragon shifter. We've got Mulan as a jade dragon. Zun is a white dragon. We've got Kyung, who is a red dragon. Jin Hai is blue, I believe. And then I don't remember the other boys' colors. Sorry, guys. But they've all got their unique scale, so we can identify them in the sky, and lots of fun, fabulous things going on there. Danielle says, I really love the way that they lied their fake brother into the army. Hey, listen. If you got to protect your sister, and the only way to do that is to claim a fake brother, you commit. You commit to that, and you do not back down. And you tell all the lies and all the good stories, and you pose. Like, we have both Jin Hai and Mulan posing as their fake brother. So Jin Hai poses as him in human form when they are forced to present this man to their commanding officer, and Mulan is our dragon version. So the two of them together form a fake non-existent twin. Pretty cool, right? Okay. We're still going. We're still talking all about Mulan Dragon Shifter. I'm really excited for this, and I hope you guys are just as excited as I am. If you've got questions, now is a fantastic time to hit me up. I would love to get questions answered on Mulan Dragon Shifter, but I still got more goods for you guys because we have all the fun that we are dropping, and I am so excited for this. This is going to be amazing. I'm really, really thrilled for the upcoming drop of this book in just a few weeks. Comes out March 10th. If you guys want, you can grab your ebook copy at mulaninfo.kmrobinsonbooks.com. Ebook is available for pre-order right now. Paperback and exclusive special edition hardcover will be available for pre-order everywhere books are sold as soon as the printer finishes processing the files. So that is coming soon, but you can get your hands on the ebook copies right now. If your favorite retailer for ebook does not have it yet, some of them have not been posted yet. They're like in the process, they have to approve it. So it'll be up in the next couple of days, but the main platforms are up and ready to go right now. And if you've got questions, I want to get those answered. But before we do, guys, I have unveiled the world portal over on my website. This is behind the scenes, exclusive access, bonus content, all sorts of amazing things, close-ups of all the goods. And I have a ton of content I am putting up in the next couple of days. I just wanted to make sure you guys had a cool exclusive look when we announced. So you want to take a little bit of a look? Let's glance through this real fast. I'm excited for this one. So let me go ahead and sorry, guys. It took me down. Could you hear me when I was down? I didn't realize that it had taken me down. Just in case you didn't, We have behind the scenes, there's the trailer, there's characters, there's artwork, there's all sorts of amazing things within this website. So go check it out. I am expanding it over the next couple of days and weeks. Big things are happening, and I'm excited for this one. It's going to be really, really, really good, but I'm not done yet. How about access to an exclusive Choose Your Own Adventure game inside of Facebook? Now, like I said a little bit earlier, this is coming out once I'm off air. I did not want to release it early and spoil the surprise, so this is coming up in the next hour or so on Facebook. You will actually be able to go to mulangame.kmrobinsonbooks.com. Come on with the typos. Sorry. There we go. MulanGame.kmrobinsonbooks.com, where you'll be able to play through the game and see which of the characters from Mulan Dragon Shifter you actually are. So if you want to know if you are Mulan, if you're Ning, if you're Liling, if you are Wei, if you're Dayu, if you're one of my love interests, Zun or Qiang, if you are Song, if you are her brother Jinhai, I will be breaking down who you are based on your choices inside of this game. You can go to mulangame.kmrobinsonbooks.com, which I'm really excited about. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it does release after I get off this live broadcast. If you're on my replay, you're probably fine. If you are on my live, give me a couple minutes, and that will be up live for you as well. I will also be hanging out on Instagram in just a few minutes, so I can break down all the behind the scenes on Mulan Dragon Shifter for you guys as well. I'm super excited for this one, and if you are enjoying this, I want you guys to hit the share button. Let your friends know that we are hanging out. We're talking all about Mulan Dragon Shifter. This is my glorious Mulan here. Dragons up in the corner. You can actually see I've got my dragon back here. I've got my charming dragon up here. We are celebrating Mulan Dragon Shifter. It comes out in just over a month, just a couple of weeks away. We're super excited for this one, and I cannot wait for you guys to take a look at this book. Early readers have been saying amazing things with this one, and I'm really excited for you guys to see it. But we're not quite done yet. Let's talk about Mulan's love triangle. You guys know I do not like love triangles. I am not a fan of love triangles. I want you to pick a person, and that's it. I don't want you to have to like waver back and forth. I feel like very strongly if you can't pick somebody, you shouldn't have either of them. And so I'm not a love triangle person, but dang, did I write it in this book, guys, and it is good, and it is hard to pick a man. That's all I'm saying. So Mulan has the amazing Qiang. He is the Lieutenant General of the Army. He works under one of the big name generals, and he is a secret love. She found him in a field 2 months before the story takes place and got him to the hospital and nursed him back to health. She spent every day with him. We start off the book with them saying goodbye as he's going back to his post in the army, as the army is coming to collect men inside of their village to fight for the war. I adore Qiang. He is so much fun to write. He's gorgeous, and I just have a lot of fun things to say about him. Her other love is Zun. He is her childhood love. She was her first crush, her first love, and he used to travel around with his father. He was not actually from her village, but he visited quite frequently when they were children in his travels, and now that they are older, they have been separated, but once the war starts, he comes back into her life, and now Mulan has a problem because, like, we got some boys going on here, which is super, super fun. And, of course, these boys are battling it out. One is the commanding officer. One is not. So things happen inside of this story. If you're a fan of love triangles, shout it out. I would love to hear from you guys. Do you love triangles? And even if you don't, as someone who hates love triangles, I really like this story and this particular way of doing this love triangle. So stick around. Big things are happening. And the cool thing about this means this is that because there's a love triangle, there are two love interests. We double up on the kissing scenes. You are welcome, friends. You are welcome. I'm really excited for you guys to check out this love triangle, and I'm also really excited for you guys to check out the dragons. Now, the dragons are really cool. Let's talk about them for a minute. Dragons are people who shift into their scales. So they each have a unique color, they each have unique patterns, and you can recognize them in the sky by how they look. Now, like all animals, they do not have a language. They cannot communicate with each other with words in dragon form. They do not do that telepathy thing. They can't read each other's minds. They don't do that. It's very much like actual animals. So like if you go out in the woods and you observe animals, how do deer communicate? With the sounds that they make, with the motions that they make. How are these other animals communicating? They do have a language. It's just not an auditory language with actual words like us. It's very much based on the way that they move, the way that they are making sounds, the cries that they make, the snorts that they make, how they are moving their bodies. And so my dragons in dragon form cannot talk. They can understand humans, they understand words, they just can't form words, and they can't send their thoughts into someone else's head. And so it's very, very realistic in that way. I've always had issues with like shifter things just being able to randomly communicate. I really like that they are actually acting like they would if they were real animals, like they were dragons. And so in dragon form, our people usually have gifts. And most of my dragons have a unique gift. I'm not going to tell you what everybody's is, but I did give you a little hint on what Mulan's is inside of the blurb. So if you're not sure, take a look back. MulanInfo.kmrobinsonbooks.com if you want to read that again. And you can kind of guess what Mulan's is. Now, her gift is different than everybody else's and very well might be the only thing that can save the entire army from Chen's evil henchmen. It's going to be a thing. But her brother has a gift. Her boyfriend has a gift. Her other boyfriend has a gift. It's a thing. Everybody's got a gift. And so you're going to learn a little bit more about that. Their scales are super protective. And the cool thing is the injuries you get as a dragon translate to their human form in a slightly different way. So when you're severely injured as a dragon, you might only be kind of injured as a human. It's going to translate over differently as they are shifting and as things are changing. And so you're going to learn a lot about how the dragon world works inside of this story. And I'm so excited for you guys to take a look at my dragons. Like I said, we've got my 3 main love triangle-y dragons. Jade, Mulan is my jade dragon, Kyung is my red dragon, and Zun is my white dragon. I want you to think, when you're reading that, the white dragon was a very specific move on my part because, guess why? Because he can hide in the clouds. Pretty cool, right? And so there's a lot of interesting things with a lot of these dragons. Colors are very specific to dragons in this story, and we're very intentional as I was planning out what colors they were based on certain specific things. And of course, we are all working toward getting the black jade blossom, which is a literal, physical, black jade, magical, glowing, flowery thing that is the life source for Yan Liu. It actually controls something really, really important. I can't tell you because spoilers, but they are fighting to get it back and return it to their emperor so that they can save their province that is slowly dying because Chen stole their life source. So things are happening. I'm really excited for this one. You can check out Mulan Dragon Shifter by K.M. Robinson, available for pre-order in ebook right now and soon to be in paperback and special edition hardcover. So excited for this one. It's going to be really, really good. We are wrapping up. Let me see. Danielle says, I don't think I've read a book with a love triangle before. If I have, I can't remember. Girl, where you been? I feel like half of young adult books are love triangles. I avoid them. Sometimes I read them. Okay. We are super excited to be talking all about Mulan Dragon Shifter today. If you've got more questions, come join me on Instagram. Right now, I am going to be going and putting up the game so that you guys have access to our Mulan game. And in just a couple minutes, I will be jumping on Instagram. So you can come hang out, kmrobinsonbooks.com, for access to the world portals. You can come hang out at KM Robinson Books on all the social media platforms, especially Instagram, where we will be going live, and YouTube, where you can see the trailer. You're going to be able to see the replay of this party. You are going to be able to see a whole bunch of extra bonus content I am putting out there on Mulan. In fact, I'm dropping a brand new video tomorrow since I get it edited today, and you guys are not going to want to miss this. We got all sorts of behind the scenes, and we are building up to the release of Mulan Dragon Shifter in March. March 10th, we are coming out. You can come hang out at mulaninfo.kmrobinsonbooks.com to check out more, learn more, and to get your hands on a copy of the ebook and soon to be paperback and hardcover as soon as the printer gets everything done. I'm good to go. Danielle's in the comments, and she's saying, did you plan all this before you wrote it, or while you wrote it, or was it part of the 9 days? Oh, okay. So usually I'm a planter, which means I know my main things, like beginning, middle, end, couple of the stepping stones along the way, and then I figure out how to get there as I go. I did try to plot this, like hardcore plot this one, which was part of the 9 days, yeah. And I hated every minute of it. And as I was writing, I'm like, wait, that doesn't make sense. I would have to change the entire thing. So there was a lot of like reworking and like changing things. I'm not going to do it again because I don't like that. But usually what happens is I know my stepping stones, like my big important things, and then I see how it goes as it goes to get from point A to point B to point C, and I fill in the tinier stepping stones. And that usually works way better for me, and it gives me some flexibility within that as well, a lot more freedom and a lot less stress. I feel like it took longer because I actually plotted the whole thing out like step for step for step. I don't like it. I'm not going to do it again. Doesn't mean you have to do it my way. That's just for me. So I did know a lot of this, the majority of what happened in this book before I started, and it made it harder on me to write. Fun times. All right, guys, I am headed over to Set the Game Live, so you can check out Facebook for that. You can also go to Mulan Game, robinsonbooks.com. Play that in probably 10 or so minutes. That will be up for you guys. And then come join me on Instagram, probably at the top of the hour, for a brand new version of our announcement. I may have some extra bonus content over there and some things that I did not tell you here. I'll be answering questions. And if you've got questions, go ahead and get those dropped for me, and then come join me. Come join me on Instagram. I will see you guys again soon. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe and notification bell on all the platforms so that you don't miss out on the fun and the live broadcast goodness. Let me know just how excited you are for my amazing my amazing Mulan Dragon Shifter. I tried so hard, guys. I never know. And let me know just how excited you are for this. We've got a lot of Asian influences in this one, a lot of fantasy, a lot of dragons, a lot of swoony kissing scenes, and a lot of fun inside of this lie-ridden book where Mulan has to pose as a non-existent twin brother. Super excited for this one. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm K.M. Robinson, author of Mulan Dragon Shifter, and about a million other retellings, and I cannot wait to see you guys very, very soon as I'm dropping more information on Mulan. And make sure you head over to kmrobinsonbooks.com and click on the World Portal to get behind-the-scenes access to Mulan Dragon Shifter. I will see you guys again really soon. Until then, stay inspired. Bye-bye.